Welcome to your Marx Max Muscles Amateur Grand Prix. Today's matchup features Victor Richards versus Dave Palumbo. This is a big matchup. I expect a pretty big response for this one. These two massive beasts, they're both top seeds in this whole tournament. And of course, we will have a look at the brackets when this is all through. This front relaxed position of Victor Richards, I never like this one because it's not really fair. His stomach looks like it's protruding, but he had anything but a protruding gut. Now, of course, I found this here picture, and it's backstage of a competition. I'm trying to keep this one on stage pictures as much as I can, and it's plain to see that Victor would have had a far superior front relaxed position. Even this here one, I still would say, due to Dave Palumbo's distended midsection there, I think Victor Richards takes a fairly easy point in the front relaxed position. Now, here in the front double bicep pose, and the genetics of both men decided the winner of this one. Dave Palumbo's very, very wide waist genetically. It spells doom for a pose like this. And ditto in the opposite angle of Victor Richards. Look at that tiny little wee waist. Of course, when you break it down, the arms of Dave Palumbo are doing battle there. Great set of legs as well. Perhaps the edge in that aspect. So this match is 2-0 for Victor Richards so far, but it is not over yet. Pretty good matchup here in the front lat spread, I would say. Aside from, once again, that waistline difference of these two. And I would be giving this one to Dave Palumbo. He appears to be in better condition. Look at the legs. Look at the arms, chest, everything. Even the lats may have a slight advantage in that aspect as well. Awesome, awesome pose for Dave Palumbo. But look at Victor Richards. He looks good as well. Maybe not quite as sharp in the conditioning edge, but my soul, he's pulling off a vacuum here. What am I to do? Of course, I have to give him the point. But Dave Palumbo is edging up on Victor Richards here. This is turning out to be a nice little battle. Of course, I may take some criticism for my choice in the side chest pose. I am doing my darndest to keep the politics out of this one. Not to say that I do not like Victor Richards. I like him just fine. I think he's an amazing bodybuilder, just genetically speaking, one of the best of all time. But come on, Dave Palumbo, RX Muscle. I watch Muscling in the morning. I watch that every day. He's one of my favorite YouTubers, of course. Him along with Nick. And of course, the Tominator. But Dave Palumbo, he knows his stuff. And I think the conditioning edge is just enough to squeak by here over the probably superior structure of Victor Richards. Look at those legs as well. Definitely has an aspect or an advantage in that aspect in the leg department. So Palumbo fetches up his first point in my opinion. And after seeing these rear lat spreads, it is point number 2 for Dave Palumbo. This is an amazing rear lat spread. Look at the glutes. Huge set of glutes. He has a badonk-o-donk, a badonk-a-donk, a big bum. But it is striated. And look at the Christmas tree, the thick, thick, thick meat. I don't think I've ever seen lower lat insertions quite so thick. Well, maybe Kai Green, but wow, this is a world-class rear lat spread for sure. And Victor Richards is awesome too. That just goes to show you what a fantastic rear lat spread this Dave Palumbo possessed. Awesome. One of the best. For sure, in my opinion, gets a fairly easy point here. Now, I say fairly easy because Victor Richards is no small potatoes either. So, kudos to both gentlemen. Unfortunately for Dave Palumbo, his rear double bicep did not translate quite so well. As you can see, he does have the groceries. Again, look at those lower lat insertions. Unreal amounts of thickness and meat back there. But like I said, it just did not translate well into a good V-taper. Of course, you may notice this is a photo shoot picture of Victor Richards. And of course, he is winning. Absolutely. And to keep true to this, on stage pictures, of course, a lot of them are exhibition for Victor Richards, but this is an on stage picture, and it's a little bit of a tilting rear double by. But even this one just blows Dave Palumbo's out of the whatever. No disrespect meant to Palumbo. Once again, one of my favorite bodybuilders. And with only one pose remaining here in the most muscular, and the score reads 4-2. And Dave Palumbo, there's no way that he can come out of this deficit that he is in. So we're just going to show this photo shoot most muscular comparison because it doesn't really matter. And both men look so identical here. Look at the same massive muscles here. Just amazing how identical they are. Pick your winner here. I'm going with Victor just slightly because you can see the abs a little bit better. But I must say, all along this competition, Dave Palumbo has had the advantage in the conditioning department, I believe. And if you could see the rest of the legs, I think he would have an advantage in that aspect as well. And that blows my mind when I think of the massive legs Victor Richards possessed. What a matchup that these two big giants had. Two big behemoths for sure. It is worth to mention Dave Palumbo had an outstanding side tricep and more than likely would have reigned victorious over Victor Richards. But Victor Richards answers that with a not a bad ab and thigh pose, which Palumbo really had no answer to. So we can write both of those poses off. What a nice little matchup indeed. But only one man can advance on in this tournament, and it is Victor Richards. And I do believe Paul Grant will have his hands full. That may be an understatement for sure. And that does it for the first round of action in this tournament. Now we get into the good second round. The first matchup in the second round, of course, features Jeff King versus Gino Kiss. Oh, remember Gino Kiss? What a fantastic big beast he was. But Jeff King, probably superior as far as genetics are concerned. One to look forward to. I hope you enjoyed this awesome matchup. And I'd like to thank Dave Palumbo and Victor Richards for their contributions to bodybuilding. Two awesome beasts, for sure. Have a good day.